Hi friends, Danny here, Sick Biker Studio. I am happy to visit you today and talk about the last race, which was kind of a bittersweet. Sweet because I am killing it. I start to kill it. I can use the tactics because I know what my body will give me after all the trainings. Now I'm doing 2 sessions, 2 workouts every day. I'm going for another level of my fitness. It's going great. This race took place last Sunday. It was going to be 26-kilometer kind of marathon race. It's not a cross-country because it's quite easy technically. It's not a marathon because it's short, but it's a cross-country distance. And I'm gonna show you a couple of things. First off, my chase at the beginning, because I am behind like 200-300 meters to the leading pack. 5 guys, strong, very strong guys. So I have to catch them. Do not burn your matches at the beginning. That's what I'm saying. Especially if you're an amateur. The more matches you burn, the harder it will come for you to pay for all that. So I'm going right now at about 85% of what I could do for an hour. This is not my 85% maximum power, like 5-second power. No, this is 85% of what I could do for an hour. I thought this race would take about 60 minutes, and it would be like that if I didn't miss the track. If I didn't get lost, it would be about 60 minutes. It was great. We are 116 riders here in my category on my distance. And as you can see, I'm chasing slowly, one by one, going forward and forward and forward. What I can show you here is what happens if you're riding in the amateur riders pack. It happens to the professionals. See how many crashes happen for first 200 meters on the cross-country races, even World Cup. But here, some guys get nervous. They brake, they turn, they accelerate, they slow down, they get off the saddle and bounce their bike. This is dangerous, and you can see what was about to happen here. We are getting close and close. I'm just riding steady, and you will see the guy on my left just going against me. And I thought that this was a crash behind us. This guy isn't just pushing me, he's reacting to something that has happened at the center of the road. But look now, just look at the rear camera. You can see also other guys here on the right side reacting nervously, like really braking hard with the rear wheel and sliding the wheel and doing some crazy stuff. Nobody crashed here, and it's because we weren't really packed. We did have some distances between. Some riders couldn't keep up, so it was easier, it was better. It actually saved the race for all the guys behind us. So if you are riding in the pack, choose your line and go that line. If you need to overtake as I am doing here, you can see I'm just waiting for a little bit for some gaps to open up, and then I will say I'm going from your right. I'm not just saying left, right, because they don't know whether I'm going to be on their left or I want them to turn to the left. Okay, so I'm saying I'm taking you from the right. That's how we say it in Polish. I'm taking you from the left, so he or she knows what's happening. And so now I have all the area for me, and I will catch the leading guys within a minute or so. We are still riding behind the car, so it's not full race just yet. But the car is just fast enough to drop most of the riders behind us. I think we are like 30 guys at the front, keeping up the speed of the car. I'm actually going faster because I need to get to the front and see the leading group. That's what's so exciting for me. My fitness level allows me at least to see the leading group, what they do at the beginning of the race, and count what is my place. This is very good. And what I've planned did work on this race. except for missing out the track. I have my new Sigma 12.0, great computer, which I'm testing right now. I see the profile. You can see also the profile here down on the screen, and the white dot. The white dot, that's us on this race. And this is not a full race. This is the race till the moment when I feel I got lost, and I was really lost. So there wasn't even point for me to go through the finishing area and be like checked in. No point for that. As you can see, I am riding steady. I don't do anything no strong accelerations, anything crazy. Still the moment it is still not the leading pack. Okay, now we are hitting the gravel. You can see on the left side the forest, and I know we are close. So now it's time to push the pedals, but it was already close. This is the leading pack. Two guys were out of our group, where they were just another level, so they will accelerate after that turn on the climb, and they will just go together. And then there will be three guys chasing them, and then there will be me, my group, and me fighting. What will happen, I will tell you, because those three guys, they lost the track also, and they didn't go through the first single track. That means they shortened the track. But on the later part of the race, they will do another 2 kilometers. So they were actually doing 1K more than the distance. But badly for me, they missed the single track, so I missed contact to them. I can feel I can feel somebody pushing me from my right side, and that's something I want to show you. Don't do that, guys. This is not a full contact game. You see, he couldn't go from the right, he went from the left. There is nobody escaping us here at the front. You can see what he's doing. He's at the center now. He's pushing already one guy off the track. Now he will go even further to the right. He's closing the gap to me. Now he's overlapping my wheel, and now his elbow lands on my hip. Don't do that, guys. This is not good. This is not safe for you and others. When somebody is pushing you from behind, I mean, it's not that dangerous for you. They can damage your bike, of course, but they can just crash. Now you can see him going from the left, and now he's just pushing me to the side. So don't do that. This is the guy I'm gonna spend the most time racing against, but finally my attack will work. So this is the first and the longest climb on this race. There were no strong climbs, so this is still very, very fast race. And that's the 5 riders escaping us. We will still see them until they get lost. And you can see also some riders. I think I'm 8th right now, or 8th or 9th or so. Some riders did react to it. It was too early for them. And first thing, see the guy on the left? That's the one he was pushing from the right to the left. I can see he's struggling. He will keep up with my tempo, my pace for the most of the race. But I see once more. You can see his cadence dropped. He was just attacking. He wanted to be at the front. Now his cadence dropped. And you know, you're gonna attack him on some even short climb, and then even add some seconds on the descent. So I'm showing you now all the riders that were overtaking me. And I can tell you that first 2 guys at the front, then 3 guys chasing them. And then all the guys that overtook me, behind those 3 guys, they will just slow down. They won't have that much endurance, and I will overtake all of those. But most of the fight was against the guy you can see here at the front. So this is another group. They were just sitting on my wheel. Now they overtake me, but I see this is not the attack. They don't launch any attack. There was no real cooperation here. No one was working with anyone, which is always so special for the amateur races. There is no tactics here. Guys don't have tactics. When you have such a fast race, go and work with somebody. And you will see also my 2 tactic moves both worked. So finally, most of these guys, all of these guys, will slow down. We overtake them. Before that happens, we will hit the single track. That's the single track. The three guys, the third, fourth, and fifth on the race, they missed it. They didn't take it because they won it. They just didn't see the signs. The signs were badly made for this race. But here, single track, I can see who's struggling. Technically, it is not difficult here, but you have to do some turns, you have to do some upshifting, downshifting, some small punchy but very short climbs, and I can see I'm now recovering. I feel very good here, and just look at the dot. Of course, the race was supposed to be longer, but look at the dot. We are now well within the race, and I can see, okay, what I've planned may work because I feel good. My body is giving me, after the body check, the green light. I can do what I want. So I can see some guys slowing down. Okay, take this one. Another one will slow down. Take that one. Take this one. Take that one. And I'm not riding myself, like just myself, which is good. I didn't want to finish to end up in the middle of nowhere because I knew the gap between. I thought the gap between us and the fast guys, the third, fourth, and fifth ahead of us was quite huge. It was because they got lost. But this is from my perspective. The race was going well tactically. They are quite. There's quite long distance between us. I need somebody to work with me, at least for like 3/4 of the race, so that I can push it hard at the end. And so there will be this guy. This guy. He really wanted to compete. I get to his wheel once again, and I see him slowing down. That's another guy. I see that one, the black blue. I see him slowing down on each uphill. This is the one. This is the one on my left side, and from now on he's not doing much work. I can see him mostly sitting on my wheel. Sometimes he's just riding like beside me. There is no point of doing that. When you ride like 25-30 kilometers per hour, sit on somebody's wheel. If the terrain is not really technically hard, do it. And so I'm doing the most of the work. You will see one mistake that I didn't take advantage from, and it was my tactical actually move or good idea to do. You'll see him. It was most likely hitting the root with his right pedal. You can see he's quite aggressive. He's sitting on the wheel. He's overlapping very often. It's not good for him. And that's what happened. Let's see at that moment once again from my rear camera. That's my GoPro Hero 4 under my saddle. Okay, so he's riding. He doesn't really know what line to choose, and this is what happened. That's why I also said XTR pedals are better than XT because of the lower profile, and even better than M520s because of even lower profile comparing to 520s. So that's one of the things, technically. Now I'm riding alone because he lost like 13 seconds or so, and I said to the camera, if you saw the whole video, the yesterday's one, I said, now I'm in the middle of nowhere, what should I do? And on the longest stretches of the road, I don't see anyone ahead of me. I think I'm gonna just go 85%. So he caught me, and I thought, okay, we would be going together. Let's go for a couple of K, then I will attack and I will try to chase by myself just for a couple of Ks. I saw him struggling once again on technical stuff, on climbs, and I see, okay, this is the move. This is the move I'm going. This is too slow. So this is what I went. How to attack, guys. When you attack, do everything you can to drop somebody. This is not checking the legs. I've already checked his legs without even attacking. I've checked his legs by seeing how his cadence drops down, how he slows down on the climbs. So I pushed hard on that climb. I pushed even more on little descent, and then I have some momentum going to another short climb, and he just disappears. He's been dropped. So this was done. This tactically was made very well. I feel great, And this is also the last time I see any signs, any arrows on the road. I was still riding for like 5 kilometers, and when I realized I'm doing same thing for another time, I'm like second time at the same place, I decided just to go home. But the race was great, my fitness is cool, I'm loving it. Guys, tell me, are you riding, are you racing, are you training, how do you do it? Put those comments below the video, join our Facebook group and forum. See you guys at the next race. Bye.